She's doing trying to 50 guests, 7 months pregnant. As her mother-in-law's favorite ex called her unworthy and loved their grandmother's handmade gift. But what happened next? Her husband played a recording that exposed twice fake modeling careers, the secret plot to destroy their marriage. And it all started with a baby shower invitation that was never meant for her. This story comes from a viral Reddit post that exploded online. The woman who shared it, we'll call her Eloise, was just a regular kindergarten teacher from Austin, Texas. Eloise had been married to Daniel for 3 years. He was calm, thoughtful, the kind of man who'll hold her hand through thunderstorms. They lived a simple life. No fancy cars, no designer labels, just. But there was one shadow over that happiness. Georgia, Daniel's mother. I hope you didn't overdo it at the buffet, darling. We must consider the baby's waistline. Georgia, that's uncalled for. George, at Christmas she said, Natasha would have set the table properly. On birthdays, Daniel prattled so much Natasha. Always Natasha. A woman Eloise had never met, but whose name haunted their home like a ghost. Georgia believed Natasha was perfect, beautiful, successful, sophisticated. Everything she thought Eloise wasn't. 2 weeks before the baby shower, Eloise heard Georgia say, Yes, Natasha, darling, you're practically family. Eloise froze, her heart up. Practically family. At her baby shower, when she told Daniel Hicks, Wally, she invited Natasha to our baby shower without telling us. Are you kidding me? Oh, I was just being polite, Daniel. Mom promised Natasha the emerald ring. When Daniel gave it to you, she never forgave you. Eloise looked at the ring, the symbol of their love. Now it felt like stolen treasure. The week before the shower was torture. She tried 10 outfits, cried 3 times, threw up twice from anxiety. You're going, you're beautiful, you're carrying our child. But the fair wouldn't leave. Am I enough? Because this wasn't just about looks. It was about worth. Was she enough? Into the shower arrived faster than she wanted. She stood in front of the mirror, squeezing into a coral maternity dress that made her feel huge. But Daniel wrapped his arms around her and whispered, Everyone's going to see how lucky I am to help you. When they walked in, her family was there. Mom bustling, Grandma crocheting, sister arranging flowers. Then Georgia walked in, elegant purple dress, perfect hair, cold eyes. Oh good, you made it on time. And then the doorbell rang. Georgia's face lit up like the sun. Oh, there she is. Natasha swept in like a movie star, silver dress, hair like silk, makeup flawless, designer boxes in hand. Look at you. Pregnancy really changes everything about a woman, doesn't it? The way she said it, slow, smug, scanning Eloise from head to toe, made her feel invisible. Georgia fawned over her. That dress is gorgeous, isn't it, Daniel? You look absolutely stunning. Now one word about Eloise. During gift opening, Natasha handed over a $1,000 stroller, sharp blankets, tiny leather shoes. With each gift, she added a barb. The baby deserves the best start. Some understand luxury. Others, well, they do what they can. Then Eloise's grandmother handed her a blanket. Soft, blue yarn, crocheted by our Swedish hands over 3 months. Natasha laughed, a full, cool laugh. Oh, how quaint. Homemade things are so rustic. The room went quiet. Eloise's grandma's face fell. And that's when the weight began to burn. What? My parents trapasma. But Natasha wasn't done. She started bragging about her modeling career, showing big photos from Paris. Remember when you promised to take me to the Eiffel Tower for our anniversary? I suppose some people prefer staying home and nesting. Georgia nodded along like it was wisdom. Then came the cake toast. Natasha stood, raised her glass, and said, "To new beginnings, and hoping some people eventually learn to appreciate what they've lost." Then she sat beside him, touched his arm like she owned him, and whispered, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Don't you dare ruin this for me, Daniel. Motherhood changes women completely. Their bodies, their minds, their whole lives become so limited. I just hope you understand what you're getting yourself into, Daniel." The room fell silent. Eloise couldn't breathe. She fled to the bathroom, splashed cold water on her face, and sobbed. When she returned, Natasha was worse, suggesting Eloise might not be ready for motherhood, and that some men realized too late that they'll made a mistake. That's when Daniel walked back in. He'd been outside on the call, but something in his eyes had changed. Calm, focused, dangerous. "Ladies and gentlemen, I have a special surprise for our baby book." He held up his phone. "I've been recording this evening. From memories." He pressed play. Natasha's voice filled the room, every senior, every lie, every cool job. Playback in perfect, damning clarity. Oh, how quaint. Some people just aren't cut out for this. Daniel deserves someone truly special. Gasps filled the room. Georgia turned white. But Daniel wasn't finished. Those Paris photos, stolen from a travel blogger named Sophie Martinez, her modeling agency. She worked part-time at a perfume kiosk in the mall. Those texts she showed you, fabricated, he never sent them. Then he turned to his mother. "Mom, since you love sharing secrets, maybe everyone should see your messages to Natasha. Show text between them. Make sure she feels small. Remind him what he gave her. She's not worthy of our family name." Georgia collapsed into a chair, sobbing. But Daniel saved his biggest reveal for last. He reached into his jacket and pulled out the house keys. "Eloise, I got the promotion. With the bonus I bought us at house, the one with the big backyard, morning light nursery." Tears streamed down Eloise's face. A hospital wing at his eye. It's renamed the Eloise Morrison Family Center, not for Mono, but for your kindness. The room erupted. Her mom cried. Jessica hugged her. Even Daniel's quiet father stood tall with pride. Natasha stood frozen, exposed, humiliated, with nowhere to hide. She stammered it was a misunderstanding, but Daniel cut her off. Oh, and the security cameras caught you trying to kill Eloise's car when you arrived. You're officially trespassed. Contact us again, and we'll be filing harassment charges. Georgia completely broke down. She collapsed into a chair, sobbing uncontrollably. "Dad, I just thought she wasn't good enough for you. I wanted what I thought was best for your future. But you need to decide right now. Accept Eloise fully, or lose both of us forever. I chose you." She chose wisely. 2 months later, their daughter Emma was born, healthy, perfect, with Daniel's eyes and Eloise's smile. Georgia held her first, whispered, "I'll be the grandmother you deserve, and love your mommy as she should have been loved." And she kept that promise. 6 months later, a hospital in Bobin. Doctors, nurses, families, all begging Eloise but her quiet service. It was named not by donation, but by unanimous vote. Based on her volunteer work she'd never wanted any recognition for. As for Natasha, she tried one last desperate attempt at contact when Emma was 3 months old, showing up uninvited at the hospital wing opening. Security escorted her out before she could even get close to her family. But here's the real kicker that still makes me laugh. 6 months later, Natasha actually tried to crash our daughter's christening ceremony. She showed up at the church in a white dress like she thought she was the bride or something. Want to hear what happened then and how Daniel handled that situation? Drop a fire emoji if you think Daniel handled the situation perfectly, or a screaming fish emoji if you think he went too far with his public revenge. Subscribe for more stories. Happy Bell, Georgia's dating a guy at 65, and you know that's gonna be dramatic. What would you have done in Eloise's place? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, your value isn't decided by their opinion. It's proven by your actions. And sometimes, by the people who refuse to let you be erased. Eloise lives in my dream house. Daniel designs buildings at Hill. Emma giggles in the backyard. And Georgia, she brings homemade cookies every Sunday. Calls Eloise my daughter. My granddaughter is named after a hero. Karma doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it comes with silence, with truth. With recording played at the perfect moment.因不着盒子变成蜥蜴 your worth, even when the world tries to blind you to it. Subscribe next week. Georgia's dating again, and her new boyfriend has a darker past than anyone imagined. Who is Richard Vance? And why does his name appear in federal court records from 20 years ago? Georgia thinks she found out again. She has no idea who he really is. Daniel discovers Richard Vance was indicted for fraud and banished before sentencing. Now he's back with Georgia. Mom, he's a fugitive. You're jealous. They're getting close. I need more time. Eloise won't let history repeat itself. Not with Emma in the picture. Together, they compile evidence. This time, they'll expose the truth before it's too late. Daniel sends an anonymous tip to federal authorities. Richard's time is running out. Richard waits for the knock that will end his freedom. Justice always finds its way. The knock came at dawn. 2 U.S. Marshals stood outside, with a warrant for Richard Vanson's arrest. Handcuffed, court shut. You have the right to remain silent. Justice had finally caught up. Fraud, embezzlement, fugitive. Georgia saw the news. Her world nearly collapsed again. This time, they faced danger together. No secrets, no divisions, just family. And through it all, Emma's life remained pure, untouched by lies or cruelty. Karma doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes, it comes with silence and truth, with a recording played at the perfect moment, and a husband who saw her worth. You remember, your value isn't decided by their opinion. It's proven by your actions. Sometimes, at the people who refuse to let you be your ways. Subscribe for more stories. Hit the bell. Georgia's dating again at 65, and you know that's gonna be dramatic. Drop a fire emoji if you think Dan will handle the situation perfectly, or a screaming fish emoji if you think he went too far with his public revenge. What would you have done in Eloise's place? Let me know in the comments below. If this story moved you, smash that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable family dramas every week. Up next, Georgia's new boyfriend has a secret that could destroy them all. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.